Welcome to Joyful Jen Yoga. Today's practice is all about developing our inner strength, allowing ourselves to feel empowered and to connect. How are we going to do that, you ask? There will be a lot of planks in this practice. So consider this your own little plank practice, something to do when you need to feel strong through your shoulders and your core and connect all the way from your toes to your fingertips. I hope you enjoy. So we'll get started in practice in child's pose. So let your knees go wide, shift your hips to your heels, and start to settle your body down to the ground. Maybe you invite a little serpentine motion into your body, a little wiggle through your spine, and then let your forehead rest. Let your body soften into the ground. There's this misconception that strength means we need to be tight or we need to be holding all the time. True strength is that balance between being able to soften and being able to engage and being able to go between those two feelings. So really allow your body to be soft here. If it helps your body soften by releasing your arms at your sides, really drawing your shoulders into a space of rest, please feel free to do that. Take another breath in and out. Connect to the soft breath. And then as we start to warm up and move through our practice, your breath, your ujjayi breath, that ocean-sounding breath, might become a little bit more steady, a little bit stronger. So as you come up onto all fours, just start to circle hips around knees, shoulders around wrists, and observe what shows up. How do those shoulders feel today? And then pause, circle in the other direction. Notice how your wrists feel. And then find stillness. We'll come to the back of the right hand, fingertips facing our body. And inhale, pull your heart forward. Exhale, round it in. Inhale, heart draws forward. Exhale, round. Release that. Take your fingertips out in front of you and let your left elbow come underneath your left shoulder. Stretch the right arm forward and rest your head down. Notice this strength in your left shoulder, the stretch through your right. And then draw your right elbow underneath your left. And from all fours, we'll take an inhale, pull heart forward. And exhale, round in, some cat-cows in a variety of different ways. And then work your way back up to all fours. Take the back of your left hand to the ground, two cat-cows here. Inhale, heart draws forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, heart draws forward. Exhale, round. Bring your left fingertips out in front of you. Drop your right elbow underneath your right shoulder and melt your heart down. So it's a sphinx mixed with a puppy pose, and just kind of observe. And then draw the left elbow down. One more cat-cow on your forearms. Inhale, heart draws forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, come back up through all fours. And what I want you to feel is that space in between, right? So finding the middle way. So we're not drawing our heart forward and sinking our heart. And as we think of cat-cow, we're not rounding so much that we're gazing at our navel, but instead we're right in the middle. Our head pulls forward, the crown of our head pulls forward, we press into our fingertips, our elbows are slightly soft, and we'll step it back into our first high plank. Take an inhale, on exhale, bend your knees, shift your hips up, find down dog. We'll make some wave-like motions, continuing to wake up the shoulders. Inhale, round it forward, find plank. Exhale, bend your knees, send your bum back, down dog. Inhale, round it forward, plank. Exhale, shift back, down dog. One more time, inhale. And exhale. From here, start to pull your elbows in slightly. Bend your elbows, bend your knees, coming into what we call sometimes a turbo dog. Notice. Press through your fingertips, press through your heels, and then straighten back up into your downward facing dog. Right leg sweeps up and back. Right foot steps forward in between your hands. Let your left knee come down to the ground. Left hand stays down. Right arm reaches up to the sky, twisting here. Take an inhale. On exhale, let your right hand land. Start to step your right foot back, coming onto the ball of your right foot. A little bit of weight there as you pivot onto your left knee. Land your right heel and reach your right arm up to the sky. Start to circle the right arm, opening up through the shoulder. And then pause, circle in the other way. Warming up that left shoulder, warming up mobility in the right. Release the right hand down, come back into your high plank. Inhale here, exhale, bend your knees, start to lift up to down dog. Inhale, circle it forward to plank. Exhale, shift back to down dog. One more time, inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, shift it on back. Left leg reaches up, left foot steps forward. Right knee lowers to the ground. Right hand stays down, left arm reaches up. Full inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down, and then we'll start to step the left foot back, left toes on the ground, circle, let the right foot move to the right long side of the mat. Left arm reaches up, breathing here, and then starting to circle the left arm, opening up, exploring. Pause, circle in the other direction. Reaching the left arm all the way back down to the ground. Tuck your toes, step back to high plank. Take an inhale. On exhale, right elbow lands, left elbow lands. We find our forearm plank. Press up in between your shoulder blades. Squeeze your inner thighs. Press energy through your heels. Feel strength all the way from your heels to the crown of your head. Connection to center, feeling a sense of strength and empowerment. Full inhale, exhale, knees land, hips land. Pull your heart forward into Sphinx pose. Boston says, if you can just curl up on your mat, that's way easier. Take an inhale. Exhale, release your chest down. Tuck your toes, lift up through high plank or all fours, all the way back to downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, look forward, bend your knees. Step or float to the top of your space. Lengthen your spine and fold in. Bend your knees. Inhale, arms sweep all the way up overhead. And exhale, hands come to heart. Root into your feet here. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, left hand presses down. Energy up through your right fingertips. Reaching, finding length inside body. Inhale, arms stretch up. Exhale, pressing down through the right arm. Left arm stretches up. Lengthen left side body. More space for breath. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Walking your feet about 1 or 2 fist distance apart. We'll energize through our feet. Sweep your arms back behind you. Interlace your hands. Lift your heart, lift your chest. And then start to bend your knees. Send your bum back like you're coming into chair pose. And then bring your belly down to your thighs. Let your head hang heavy and draw your arms up overhead. Getting a nice release through your shoulders. Your knees are as bent as feels good. Take another inhale. And exhale, bend into your knees. Release your arms, stretch them up, stay in chair pose. Ribs down. Feel the strength of your center here. Take another inhale. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale for length. Exhale, step your left foot back. Inhale, lift up into a crescent lunge. Take a breath in. Exhale, hands come down. Listen carefully. We'll pivot our left heel down. Right hand will be on the outside or inside of the right foot, and we'll inhale, reach left arm up. Inhale, come all the way up into your warrior two. Take a breath in, bend deeply into that right knee. Exhale, right elbow, right thigh, left arm reaches up. Inhale, lift up to warrior two. Straighten out your right leg. Energize through your right foot and reach up and back in a reverse triangle shape. Inhale, come back into warrior two. On exhale, right hand lands. Listen carefully. Your left hand can land. Your right shin can come down to the ground. Or perhaps you press into your right foot and step all the way back so that your right foot kicks in front of your left, but you're in a side plank. Full inhale. Exhale, release your left hand down, coming back into plank. Take an inhale. On exhale, left elbow down, then right, finding your way back into a forearm plank. Steady breath in. Steady breath out. Energy through the crown of your head. Land your knees, land your hips, pull your heart forward into Sphinx pose. Full inhale. And exhale, lower down. Shift up through high plank or strong all fours, back to down dog. Right leg reaches up, open and stack that hip, bend the knee. Stay strong through your shoulders, strong through your center. Inhale, reach the right heel back. Exhale, step the right foot to the outside of your right pinky finger. Breathing here, exploring, finding some spaciousness in the left hip flexor, left quad. And then taking your right arm, reaching it forward, finding length from left heel to right fingertips, and then sweep your right arm back and just kind of see how much of your right arm is willing to come underneath your right leg. Just for curiosity. Take your hands back to the inside of your right foot, lift up energetically through your hips, and we'll take a big step into Malasana, into our yogic squat. When you arrive here, you could pause, or you could move and breathe here, noticing what your hips need, what your inner thighs need. And then find stillness. Interlace your fingers, press your palms forward, and get a little stretch through your wrists. And release. Hands down, heel toe your feet so they're about hips distance apart. Wrap your peace fingers around your big toes. Inhale for length. Exhale, elbows out to the side. Head hangs heavy. Inhale for length. Exhale, hands to hips. Press through your heels. Stand all the way tall. Rooting again through your feet. Interlace your fingers. Release your index fingers. Inhale, arms stretch up overhead. Find lift and length. Lean to the right. Inhale up through center. Exhale, lean left. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands to hearts. Take your arms back behind you and hold opposite elbows. Or if you love to come into reverse prayer, you might play with that here. Feet are good, fist distance apart. Take an inhale. On exhale, sink your bum back. Find your way into chair. Lift your heart, lift your chest, ribs pull back. Full inhale. And then on exhale, straighten your legs. Release your chest over your legs, keeping that opposite elbow or reverse prayer. Take an inhale. And exhale, hands to the earth. Find length on your next breath. And then step your right foot back behind you. Bend into that left knee and inhale, lift up into your crescent. Feel that strength and stretch through the right hip flexor, right thigh. Full inhale. Exhale, hands touch down. Pivot down that right heel, right toes face long side of the mat. Left hand to the inside or outside of that left foot, right arm reaches up. Breathing here. And then root into your feet. Come all the way up into your warrior two. Adjust your feet if you need to. Take an inhale. On exhale, left elbow, left thigh, right arm stretches up. And then inhale, come back to warrior two. Straighten out your left leg. Energize through the left leg. Reach it up and back. Reverse triangle. Inhale, come on back up. Release your left hand down. Remember, your right hand can be a little kickstand. See what works here. Left shin could come to the ground, or if it feels good, you might wiggle the left foot back, coming into a side plank. Strength through your center, hips lift up to the sky, full inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down. This time from your plank, let your knees touch the earth. Bring your elbows down. Bring your palms like they're in prayer pose. Tuck your toes, energize through your center. Keep pressing up through your shoulders and come into a dolphin shape. Steady breath in your dolphin. Notice if you start to sink to the ground, keep pressing energetically away from the earth. Elbows press into the ground, ribs pull up toward the hips. Energy through your strong center. Knees lower. This time, maybe you slide your hands in between your legs as you find your way down into your child's pose. Let there be a release for your shoulders. And work your way all the way back up to downward facing dog when you feel ready. Inhale, reach the left leg up, open and stack the hip. You could bend your knee if you'd like. And then press the left leg back. Step the left foot to the outside of that left pinky finger. Again, just exploring kind of that lizard lunge shape, that more spaciousness through the hips. The left arm rather could reach forward. Breathing here. Or perhaps you stretch the left arm back, kind of playing. Where will the left arm go? How much of it could go underneath that left leg? Just exploring here. And then hands come back to the inside of that left foot. Look forward, strong center. Hop your right foot to the outside of your right pinky finger. We're back into our malasana. Invite movement if you'd like. Start to draw your wrists together and circle your wrists around. Circle in the other direction. And then land your hands, straighten out, let your legs, heel toe your feet a little closer in. If you'd like to slide one hand and then the other underneath your feet, you could come into this wrist release here, maybe using your toes to give your wrists a little massage. And then release your hands. Hands come to hips, press through your heels, come all the way up. Arms reach up. Exhale, fold back forward. Inhale for length. Exhale, step your left foot back. Lower your left knee to the ground. Straighten out through your right leg. Take an inhale. And on exhale, fold over your right leg. Ardha Hanumanasana, half split shape. Inhale, rebend into that right knee. Left hand plants. Could you start to spin and reach your right leg back behind you, right arm up to the sky? Draw it forward, coming into that low lunge. Straighten out through your right leg. Inhale, bend into your right knee. Plant your left hand. Tuck your left toes. Roll to the outside of your left foot and see if you could step back again into side plank. How would it feel to step forward? What would happen here if we rooted into our left hand, rolled to the outside of the left foot, and found our peace fingers around our right big toe? Could we lift up? Full inhale. Exhale, step it forward. Look forward and then step back into high plank. Holding in your high plank, feeling that strength. Take a breath in and exhale, shift it up and back to down dog. Inhale, right leg reaches up. Right foot steps to the outside of your right pinky finger. Left heel lands. We're just gonna play. How much of that right arm will go underneath your right leg? Good. And then crawl your hands to the left side of your mat. Straighten out through your right leg. Keep your hips moving slightly to the right. As your right hand comes to the outside of your right foot, left arm reaches, finding your Trikonasana, your triangle. Full inhale. And exhale, bend back into your right knee. Right arm comes underneath your right leg again. Would your right foot lift off the ground? Would your left arm lift up to the sky? Just questions, just exploring. Look forward, find a standing split at the top of the mat. Full inhale, exhale, left knee to your chest, left foot lands. Inhale for length, exhale to fold. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to hearts. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Lengthen your spine. Step your right foot back this time, lower right knee to the ground. With your fingertips on the earth, start to draw your left hip back, straighten the left leg. Inhale for length. Exhale to fold. Breathing into the back of that left leg. Inviting opening there. Full inhale. And exhale, bend back into your right knee. Right hand lands on the earth. Could you pivot on your right knee and lift your left arm and your left leg up to the sky? Could you step it right back into that lunge shape? Could we do that same movement, but on our foot? So right hand lands, we'll pivot onto the pinky toe of the right foot. The left leg steps back, left arm comes to the sky. Left foot steps forward, we find that lunge again. Now, could you take your left peace fingers around your left big toe, right hands on the earth, roll to the outside of the right foot, with the left leg stretch up to the sky. Full inhale, and exhale, step back into your lunge, gaze forward for a breath, and step back into your high plank. Noticing the heat, the warmth in your body. Inhale here, exhale, shift it up to downward facing dog. From your down dog, left leg lifts up. Left foot steps to the outside of your left pinky finger. Right heel lands. And then just start to play. What will happen? Could you wiggle your left arm underneath your left leg a little bit here? And then we'll crawl our hands forward, send our bum back, work the left hand to the outside of the left foot, Reach arm up, coming back into Trikonasana. Shoulder blades draw down the back. Full inhale. Exhale, bend back into the left knee. Hands can come down. And again, as much of the left arm underneath the left leg as possible. And then from there, maybe the left foot lifts off the ground. Maybe the right arm reaches up. And then we release. We pretend that never happened. Crawl your hands forward. Lift the right leg up. Hug the right knee into your chest. And land the foot. Inhale for length. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms sweep up. And exhale, hands come to heart. So we're going to play a little bit more with our planks. I know you're loving all the plank work. So feeling that strength in your shoulders and your core, we're going to play with some more side plank variations. Vashisthasana and Visvamitrasana. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Lengthen spine, touch down. Step on back to high plank. Roll to the outside of your left foot. Right arm reaches up. Right foot could lift up. And then we're going to play here. Start to sweep under. Right outer foot comes to the ground. Left arm, left leg comes up. Left foot lands. And we lift. Ooh. And we just kind of go for a little walk here on the back of the mat. Almost like you're taking these giant, big, monster steps with your lifted arm and lifted leg. One more on each side. And then as you feel ready, we'll lower hands to the ground, knees to the ground, shift hips back to heels, crawl your arms forward, palms together, thumbs to the nape of your neck. Child's pose. And then coming up into all fours, we'll step the left foot forward. We'll pivot the right foot so it's facing the left side of the space. Left arm is going to wiggle underneath the left leg. Right hand will find the outside of that left foot, and we'll simply pick the left foot up. Simply, it's super easy. Just kidding. And then replace it down. Try again. Press strong into the left hand. Inhale, lift that left foot off, and then step it back. Now you might want to give that a try with your right heel on the ground, rooting through your foot. Maybe the left foot lifts off and we lower back. Now, what if with the knee down, we were able to start to wiggle enough of our left shoulder underneath our left leg that we could start to straighten the left leg and work our head up almost like a picture frame. And then rebend and release. We'll come back up through down dog, give it a little wiggle, and then lower the knees down. Right foot will step forward, left foot to the long side of the mat. Again, you're working right arm underneath right leg, playing here. And then the left hand can come to the right foot, and we could see, will that leg lift up? Lowering back down, will that leg lift up? It's a big squeeze, like you're almost trying to bruise your upper arm. And release. And then maybe you tuck the back toes, land the heel, and see if that action is still possible. Could you lift your leg up off the ground? And then lowering the knee down, playing here again with how much of that right arm is coming underneath the right leg. Left hand can come to the outside. You almost have to shift your bum back a little bit, lift the right heel off, and then see if you can press up through the right arm. Releasing back down. Send that right leg up and back. Downward facing dog. And then pause. Reaching your arms back behind you. You might even take your hands to your heels. Finding child's pose, but with your thighs close together. Rounding your upper back. You might even press forward into the crown of your head, coming into a little rabbit shape. And come back up. So we'll give it a go. We'll try a full Visvamittrasana. You keep your knees down, do Vashisthasana or side plank instead. This takes so much. It's strength, it's balance, it's an arm balance, it's core, it's connection, it's all these things. But when they all come together, it almost feels magical. Like, how did that all happen? Back into your plank. Send your hips up and back to down dog. And we'll stretch the left leg up, left foot to the outside of the left pinky finger. Right heel will land. So we're almost in an extended side angle. Now the left arm continues to work underneath the left leg. We'll send our bum back to start to get that length through the left leg, stretch through the right shoulder. You could even bend that right knee quite a bit, and then start to see, would the left leg lift off the ground? Maybe. And then we lower it back down. Now let's send our hips up and back to downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up, right foot to the outside of that right pinky finger, left leg lands. Working your right hand to the outside of your right leg. Again, there's a lot of play here, a lot of wiggle. The more you can get your shoulder underneath that right leg, the easier this is going to be. Root into your left foot, press into your right arm, and then see if you can start to spin your chest to the sky. And release. Whew. Bring your legs back behind you. We're gonna come onto our bellies. Slide your right arm over to the left arm over to the right. And we're just gonna let our head hang here. Soft jaw, soft brow. Releasing all those spaces we are strengthening. Finding that balance where we're not tight, we're not holding. And then coming back up, switching the left arm closer to your body, then right arm in front of that. Head hangs again. Being in the balance of strength, stretch, opening, release, engagement. What do you need in the moment? And then allow your arms to come out from there. And we'll bring our arms out to the side in a T. And then from this space, root into your right palm. Take your left hand down to the ground. Bend your left elbow. Bend your left knee and roll over to the right side. Your head can rest on the ground. And roll back onto your belly. Left arm extends, right hand presses, right knee bends. We'll roll over to the left. Make sure the arm is straight out from your shoulder. Where can you release? And then allowing that to soften back. Pause with your hands underneath your forehead. Slide hands in line with your chest. Lift on up. And we'll come to sit in meditation. So support your hips if you'd like. Find a mudra that works, or palms up, palms down on your lap. Tilt your pubic bone down slightly to lengthen up through the crown of your head and breathe. Soft breath in and out through the nose. Where do you feel your strength, your power? Can you radiate out the power you feel inside? Like little sunbeams shining out so bright, lighting up other people's worlds, maybe with your own inner strength, your empowerment. You can invite others around you to shine their light so bright as well. Notice what felt good, what felt challenging. Slide your hands to your heart in Anjali Mudra. Bow your forehead to your fingertips in gratitude. I wish you abundant joy. Be well.